Hello everyone, my name is Shruti. I have done some iOS development in the past, but purely in Objective-C. This bootcamp has immensely helped me learn iOS and Swift. If you would like to connect with me, please reach out to me on LinkedIn, Twitter, or my email. So for the capstone, I wanted to build something that I would need in my daily life. Thus enters Budget Buddy. This is a personal finance management app that helps you keep track of your spending. There are a lot of budget apps available in the App Store, but none of them quite had the complete feature set that I wanted. So I decided to build one myself. Now let's take a look at the app. This is the home screen where the user can see the overall summary. The time period can be changed with top button and it can be yearly, monthly or weekly. Currently the chosen time period is monthly, so it's August. The current balance, income and expense amounts are shown over here. The user can swipe left or right to take a look at the summary for other months. The card shows the transactions grouped by categories. Green means income categories and red means expense categories. I can add transactions by clicking on the add button at the top right. The banner at the bottom are the ads that I have used for this app. Now let's take a look at the transactions for the summary. On this screen, the user can add a new transaction. Let's start by adding one. Suppose I want to add a transaction for $50 for sports category for gym membership. We can also make it recurring. Let's say I make it recurring for 3 months. So the end date is 31st October. Click on done. Now a new recurring $50 transactions for sports category is added at the top. Any changes made on this screen are also synced to the summary screen. From this screen, the user can also filter transactions. We can see all expense, all income, or just the transactions for a category, like say sports. The user can also sort transactions. Let's say I want to see the oldest first or the newest first. You can also search transaction. Let's say I want to show when I paid for gym membership, so this is my gym transaction under sports. We can also delete transaction. Let's say I want to edit the transaction that I just added. Click delete. So the transaction is deleted. Now let's take a look at the list of categories. The app comes with a default list of categories. These are the expense categories and these are the income categories. The user can also create a new category or edit an existing one. Suppose I want to add a category for education. I can choose the icon, the color which will be used in the reports. Click done. And a new category for education is added, which you can see here. I can also delete a category. The categories can also be sorted by name or usage frequency. Now let's take a look at the reports section. We have three kinds of reports available here. Here is the spending report, we have a pie chart and details. I can also choose to see my reports for the last 3 months. This is the info for last 3 months. I can also export it in PDF format. This is the PDF generated. I can choose to share it via email, Dropbox, or any other compatible apps on the device. Now let's take a look at the income versus spending report. This is the cash inflow and outflow. I can refresh it for the previous 3 months. This is the report for past 3 months. Now let's see what's in the settings section. So this is the screen where the user can change the configurations for the app, like time period, currency, or theme. They can choose to hide the future transactions and turn on off reminders, or they can reset the entire data for the app. And here is the notification to remind user to enter their expenses. Now let's take a look at the receipt scan feature on a physical device. On Add Transaction screen, first enter the transaction details. Click on Scan Receipt to access the scan feature. Click on Scan button to launch the camera. Center the receipt in the frame and take a picture. The receipt image and the scanned text appear on the screen. Now the user can choose to save the text and the receipt image in the database. Saved image is now shown in the scan input field and the scan text is copied to notes field. The scan text can be useful for searching the transaction and the receipt image can be used as a proof of purchase. And we can see the newly created transactions for shopping with an attachment icon in the list at the top. I faced some challenges while building this app. First, scanning images to read text. For this, I used optical character recognition featured in Vision Framework. Next, handling bulk database operations for recurring transactions. For this, I used multiple managed object contexts, implementing concurrency in core data. And last, exporting reports in as PDF. For this, I used custom PDF format in PDF-Kit. There are a few future enhancements that I would like to add to this project. First, implementing budget mode, then cloud storage with Paper, implementing widgets for iOS 14, shared budgets, Siri integration, and so on. In the end, a big thank you to Ray Wenderlich and all of the amazing mentors for this outstanding bootcamp. Thank you very much.